I can't stand the view anymore, I've got to go and do something else.
No. Yeah, there probably is. No, I'm ready for the tour now. I mean, certainly I'm ready for Europe. You know, America is a certain type of audience, and it's, you know, they have been very good to me, but they tend to be a little noisier, and, you know, I'm looking forward to playing to Europe, where people will have queued for hours to get that best seat, best standing position at the front of the stage, and they'll be listening like this. That kind of thing, you really feel like, now they want to hear everything.
Collins on stage in Barcelona, but backstage there's the catering, there's the dressing rooms, and of course there's the toilets and the showers. Now, exactly what goes on behind the scenes at a Phil Collins gig in Barcelona? Well, stay tuned, and after the break I'll tell you. You may ask yourself, what sort of hotel does Phil Collins superstar stay in when he's in Barcelona? Well, I'll tell you, it's this one, the very best hotel in town. Nice, eh? This fantastic hotel was built in 1992 in preparation for the Olympics 3 years later. And the most expensive room, the presidential suite where Phil Collins is staying, cost a staggering 155,000 pesetas a night. That's about 2,000 Deutschmarks or £700 a night. My room, where I'm going to interview Phil, is a little less expensive than that. But if you come to Barcelona in search of the sun, then you've come to the right place. It has a fantastic pool. And at last, on this mini tour of this lovely hotel, my room, where the exclusive in-depth interview with Phil Collins himself will be taking place very shortly. Come on in. Okay, it's not as exclusive as the presidential suite, but I call it home. There's my lovely cameraman. And here is the most important part of a hotel room for me, the bidet. When you're spending a lot of time in a foreign country eating those strange foods, you need a bidet. And over here is my living area. And as you can see, it's all rather exclusive. I have my own personal TV crew in preparation for the interview. I have the very latest Bang & Olufsen designer videos and CD players, where I spend a lot of time researching Phil Collins for this interview that I'm about to do. Over here, as you can see, you don't often get to see this, top superstars' beds, but here's my bed, where I spend a lot of time in the evening with all of my groupies, and if they're not around, I use Phil's groupies instead. But the most important aspect of this whole room is the lovely view out of the window of Barcelona Harbour, where I can at all times check on my private yacht, which is just... He's here. Martin, you okay? Everyone's okay? Everything's prepared? Okay, I want this to be the best ever interview on VH1. It's very, very important for me. I hope this is Phil. Yes, it's him. Hello, Mr. Collins.
Hello. Very
nice to see you again.
That's very nice.
Please do come in. And thank you very much for sparing some time for us.
You've got a nice room.
Thank you. It's not quite as nice as yours, I gather. Not quite as expensive as yours. I've set up the interview situation, if that's okay.
Yeah,
we'd like to go
situation.
there.
I'll go here.
Yes. Is the lighting okay for you and everything?
It's adequate, yeah.
Yeah. And that's okay? Good side?
I haven't got a good side, I'm afraid.
I know about that one. Now, I want this to be as comfortable as you can be, because this is a very important interview for me.
Okay.
Okay, are we rolling? Everyone's all right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Ready when you are.
Thank you, Phil. Just taking my time, because these are quite difficult questions.
Okay.
I know you've been in the business a long time, but please, if you are offended, just tell me. We'll stop recording, okay? Right. You're okay?
I'm ready.
Right.
Give me your best one.
Okay. Phil Collins. Hello, and welcome to this VH1 special, coming from Barcelona. Now, you are starting your European tour here.
Mm-hmm.
Is it important for you, on your European tour, and the many hotels that you'll be staying in, is it important, indeed vital for you, that the window opens in your room?
Yeah, actually, because the air conditioning tends to dry the voice out, you see. And And suddenly, if you have the window open, of course you can speak and you can sing the next day, and you tend to feel like more refreshed. And you feel a bit like sleeping in a tin can when the windows don't open. So here, for example, you have the sea. And
Must say beautiful. Yeah.
yes, it's very nice. And if you had the window open here, then you would actually go to sleep with the sound of the sea. But you don't, which is unfortunate, really. But I do actually prefer windows that open in the hotel rooms. And usually we ask for it.
You do have it written into the contract.
We have it written into the contract that, if possible, will the windows be opening, and if they won't be opening, will there be a door onto a wonderful, luxurious patio?
Ah.
I don't have either at the moment.
My next question, obviously, if you don't mind, sorry, I'm a bit nervous about this.
That's okay.
Does in fact your window open in this hotel?
Well, no, it doesn't, and I'm not very happy about it.
No.
Yeah.
So
I was thinking of going home last night, actually.
this could be the end of the tour, perhaps.
Yeah.
There's nowhere.
You weren't going to bring it up, actually, because it's really been bugging me all night. But anyway, it's
Sorry,
okay.
do you want to start again?
No,
You're
I'm all right. I'm all right.
So there hasn't, so far then, there is no, also I suppose, nowhere to throw the television out.
Exactly.
If you can't.
Exactly. And these windows are so thick, the television bounces back. And it kind of, sometimes it catches your leg or something, and it's really, it can hurt. But fortunately, I've got a choice of windows, and so I've been spending most of the evening, well, last night, trying to find one that was a little bit weaker than the others. But none of them open, voluntarily or involuntarily.
I would have thought you had someone to do that for you. Wouldn't you have a window inspector on the tour?
Actually, it's a very good idea.
Oh, it's good to see the old jovial Phil Collins.
Well, no, it's because it gives me something to sort of channel my energies into now. Instead of throwing
Yeah.
things out the window, I can actually worry about getting someone in for the next gig to open the windows or check that they do open.
Excellent.
I can open them myself if they do open, but it's nice
But
to have
then
someone
why?
front it.
A man of your status. Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. Well,
that
thank you very much for sharing that with us, and lovely to see you again.
It's really nice to see you. So,
There'll be more in-depth and in detail interview with Phil Collins himself later on in the show. Thanks, Phil. That's all right with you?
yeah.
Can I just shake a hand just for the press pictures?
Sample. That was him. Okay. That was Ricky. It was a Lawson pilot error. Can't you see what we are? What we are? What we become? Keep our sights on the way ahead. Don't look back down on the side. I'll see you.
And here we are backstage at Phil Collins in Barcelona, and you are, sir?
Mike Kidson.
Mike Kidson, who is in fact the tour manager.
That's right, yes. Supposedly, allegedly.
So what sort of qualifications do you need to be a tour manager?
Very few.
So I believe you've been on the road with Genesis as well as Phil Collins.
Yes, I've been with Phil for about 20 years, so whatever he's been doing, I've been doing.
Ooh. Yes, that conjures up some thoughts. What can you tell me about the difference in the man now that he's a solo artist and when he was with Genesis? Does he party more now or less now?
He's never really been a party animal anyway. But
He always pretended to be a wild man of rock and roll.
no, that's not Phil. It's a long way off. You know that.
Yes. We've been on the American tour as well before this European tour.
Yes, we have. That was fun.
No, just fun. Are there any funny stories that happened on the American tour that you can let us in on?
But I can't really talk about
Oh,
them.
go on, one or two.
No. No, I'm not going to tell any stories. It's not part of the job. That's a big part of the job, keeping your mouth shut.
As various band members go at the back going, don't say anything.
Got a tough crowd over here, I tell you.
This guy told the story. That's why I likes it.
Quiet, Nathan, your time will come. Nathan Eastley, bass player everywhere.
Heckling.
Remember now it's over. Do you remember? Oh, it's over. Do you remember now it's over? Do you remember? Oh, it's over. Do you remember now it's over? Do you remember?
Nah, been there, done that. Let's go over there now. And by the way, I'm not the only man with a camera. We've also given Phil Collins himself a camera to film backstage, so look out for a true professional at work. Martin, this way.
This is where all the real work is.
Seen him.
Hello, Robbie.
Trouble.
Yes, say hello, everybody, because this is going to be on VH1. This is. I'm serious. This is going to be on VH1. You're all going to be stars now. Yeah. That means you want more money, doesn't it? First gig, no one's come. Look, no one's there. Say hello, girls.
Hello, girls.
Okay.
Continuing our little tour backstage, here I am now with Steve Jones, otherwise known as Pud. First question, why are you known as Pud?
I used to be short and fat, you know. I'm just short now, so.
Okay, I won't say anything, Steve, I won't say anything. Now, what's your job?
I'm stage manager.
Stage manager, and what sort of qualifications do you need for that?
You have to be able to stay up a long time and load the food trucks. You know, nothing too
Are you one
on the brain.
Are you one of the poor guys that has to stay behind after the gig, load everything up, and then get up the next morning really early?
That's it. First in, last out. Yeah.
It seems like a really hard work in all of the things in rock and roll you could do. I mean, why did you choose this particular angle?
That's a hard question. I got in maybe the wrong place at the wrong time. The right place at the right time. I don't know.
I think you've been with Phil quite a long time, haven't you?
Yeah, I've been with him for 20 years.
Do you notice any difference between the Phil Collins in Genesis and the Phil Collins solo artist when he's on the road?
Yeah, it's a lot different, really, you know, because this is his own thing. You know, Genesis it's a band thing, you know, so, and obviously a different audience as well. So,
is he more relaxed now, or is he more tense because he's running the show?
He's always pretty much runs the show, so you know, whatever he does. So,
I thought I'd show you around my dressing room, and there's not much else happening at the moment. This is my trunk. It's got my name on it, see? That's good, isn't it? I don't know where they stole that from. Anyway, these are my selection of stuff. The hat there, I don't know what that's doing there. And look how nicely decorated it is. It's a lonely place today, though, isn't it? There's not many people in here. There's not much of a vibe in here. Anyway, that's my selection of drinks for my guest afterwards. If I manage to get a guest. Sometimes a guest comes to see me. These are the glasses that I will fill those drinks into those glasses. This is my ginger, of course, which I always like my ginger. And soup bowl. And that's me. Hello.
This here, as you can probably tell, is the inner sanctum. It's where the superstars come and relax before and after the gig. People like me don't normally get access